James from realtimelessons.com, and today I'm going to show you how to find every note on your guitar using shapes and patterns. Today we're going to review the names of the strings. The names of the strings are E, A, D, G, B, and E. And remember that music uses a musical alphabet. It's the first 7 letters of the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When you get to G, you go back to A. Okay? So, Elvis always drove great big Eldorados is the names of the strings. And the only thing you got to remember about the musical alphabet is that between E and F is 1 fret. And this is the B string. Move up 1 fret. The B becomes a C. Everything else is 2 frets. So if we're on F and we move up 2 frets, it becomes G. Move up 2 frets, A, B, move up 1 fret, C, move up 2 frets, D, move up 2 frets, E. And again, the double dots will tell you that if it's an open E at the 12th fret, it's an E note. Okay, so if we know the names of the E string, say we're going to find an A, E, F, 2 frets, G, 2 frets, A, then this E string as well will also be an A. Right? So now you have 2 of the 6 strings that you need to find those A's, right? So, how else will we find the A's? Well, let's think of a different way of doing it. At the 5th fret, if we want to tune, if we know that's an A, then the open A should match that note. Right? And it does. So the D, this will be a D because the open string is here. And then here on the D string at the 5th fret, matches that. Now here's where the problem comes up. Between G and B, the interval is called a third. Now an interval is the distance between 2 notes. So let's count up. G, A, B. That's a third. So that's different, right? E to A is E, F, G, A. That's a 4th. So far, all the guitar strings are tuned in 4ths. E to A to D, D to G. Now here, we have to move down a fret. So if we match this, this should be a B, and this open string is a B, so it should match. And it does. Now the B to the E, B, C, D, E, is a 4th, so now we go back to the 5th fret. And those match. Now why that's important is, of course, you can tune that way, and secondly, if you know the names of the strings, you know the names of the notes. Just skip the first one. Instead of saying E, this one's going to be A, then D, then G, right? Then move down a fret, B, move back up a fret, E, and what was this string called? This was A, so then this one's going to be A as well. So that's one way that you can remember where the notes are and start. So you can use the 12th fret now as a guidepost, right? E string, E note, E string, 4 up, A. Okay? Another way you can do it, say we got a G, right? E, F, G, is that we're going to skip a string and move up 2 frets. Remember, up is towards the guitar body. So that's a G too. Now if you can tell, right, that's a low one, that's a high one. That's called an octave. An octave is 8 notes apart. So if we play the G major scale, which is what? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's 8 notes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those notes are the same. So we have now the E string, we have the E string again, and we have the D. So those are 3 out of the 6 that we know where the G's are. Now if we start from this G on the D string, put our first finger there, remember the B string, we have to move up a fret now. So now we have a G here, and we go to the B string. On the 8th fret, that's the next octave. So now we have 4 of the 6 strings. So let's put our first finger on that G, and let's go down 2 strings, and go to the A string. That's an octave as well. So now we have 5. And finally, we put our first finger here, we go back to our original thing, we skip over a string, we go up 2 frets, and that's a G. So that's all 6 strings. So we have all the 6 strings. And we've just used an easy pattern. We skip a string, move up 2 frets. When the B string is involved, we add an extra fret. When we have the B string here, we skip down 2 strings, move up 2 frets, and we go back to the original one, where we skip a string and go up 2 frets. Say you don't want to do that. Say that's too hard for you to remember. So we're going to use the interval of a fifth now, okay? So remember how we use the fifth to find the open string? So say we're on G. Alright? We go to the A string. That's going to be a fifth up. So let's count that up. G, A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be a D. And of course, if you play the G and the D together, that's a power chord, right? If you add the octave, okay. So let's try that method now. So G goes to D. D, D, E, F, G, A, goes to A. Okay, we can check that, because that's a D string, we skip down, go down 2 frets. Yep, that matches. So let's find a fifth up from A this time. So we're going to go to the G string. That should be an E, right? A, B, C, D, E. It is. It's the same as the open E, so we're good. Now we're on the E. When we want to go up now to the B string, again, open up 1 more fret. E, F, G, A, B. So this should be a B. And it is because we know at the 12th fret, whatever the name of the string is the name of the note. Now let's go up again to the next string. So that should be, let's see, let's figure that out. B, C, D, E, F. It should be an F, right? But here again, because there's only 1 fret between E and F, that's actually going to be F sharp. Okay? So that's just a couple of different methods. You can also, if you would like to, use flashcards. Make yourself up some flashcards, write a string, circle that string, and then write a note, and then try to figure out what the fret is. So that's another method that you can use. So hopefully you got something from this video and that you like it, and you're please make some comments and subscribe to my channel. This is James at realtimelessons.com, and remember to play what you feel and feel what you play. Thanks again, and keep practicing.